And now, let's get ready for our three-part reunion special of For the Life of Anthony.
A day? Girl, y'all see what you got to be. Why? I gotta get appetizers. I gotta get a bite. Okay, because I have to have a full meal. Applebee's, though. I don't know Applebee's. Well, I get... But I be eating it. When we went to Applebee's that one night, they just need to stop. They keep trying to they even try to switch them out, but then they have to go back because people wasn't like she didn't watch our episode, so I'm gonna ask the for editing purposes. I don't know. That's what I'm high, y'all. Don't forget y'all, it's little mints next to everybody. It's on 69. Cracking.
And now, let's get into part one of For the Life of Anthony reunion special.
Hello, and welcome to For the Life of Anthony reunion special. I'm your host, Crystal, and let's just check in with everyone. How's everyone doing today? Good. Anthony, what's up? What's going on? Looking fabulous. Thanks, honey. As always. Period. Having a good day? Absolutely. Wonderful. It's about good in the neighborhood, honey. I see you with the foot there. Period. Period. Girls ain't ready. Guess they ain't ready, huh? They ain't ready, honey. They ain't ready for what's up these sleeves, honey. Okay. Really chill. Okay. Blondie, honey. Okay. Don't do too much, honey. Don't give them too much, honey. Don't let them see too much skin. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Because I'm taking it into another direction. Well, Miss Taylor, how you doing today? Right. I'm great. I'm loving the makeup. What's the design she thank you? Always. Okay. Yes. Girl, shut up. Off the chain. It's the lashes for me. Oh, you know what? These is one of my new sets. These is the most dramatic lashes you can get. Okay. Kind of like them. We love them. They're not too much because you don't. And they're going away on the motorcycle or something. Right. We ain't going away. Ain't going away. We ain't honey with the eyebrows. But we do got a pop. A nice little pop. But you look fabulous. It's Aries season, so you know we ready. It's Aries season. It's next week. It's next week. That's next week. Whose season is it right now? Pisces. Let them have that week. They gonna have it. It's their last week. It's the last week of Pisces. Season coming, yes. Okay, hey. Just keep calm and love the Aries. Period. I get it. Robin, how are you? Looking fabulous and big. She's so silly. You're bird. So how have you been? I'm good. What you been up to? Okay. Catch me in about 8 months though. Okay. Give it a little time for Anthony. How we doing? To school. I really wish I could be cool like him. Okay, she was real cool this season. Yeah, always. You know. What you call him, little baby? Little baby. Well, it's good to see you.
I can't see y'all. I'm sorry.
Well, that's Crystal. She's talking.
Well, it's okay. You look great. Loving this cream.
Hi, she alright.
Oh, she alright.
Oh, I knew it was. Every time it would not be us if you did it.
Well, I'm just happy to see you here.
Oh, thanks.
I think we always funny, but honey, we catch it.
Don't start with the shade.
Okay.
I forgot my phone.
Hey,
Oh, man.
Marlene, how's it going? I'm sorry, you. Oh, girl, take your sip. Take a sip.
I'm out here enjoying life.
Single.
Single, you know.
Okay. Single and ready to mingle. Ready to go.
Absolutely.
Okay. Y'all heard that.
I
You gotta
look
have
for
some
no
money.
husband, though.
You gotta have some money. You can't be broke. You can't be dusty. You can't be boring.
And you gotta smell good.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
I'm walking around
Cause it's a lot of sneaky dicks.
And we love
Okay. Smell like earwax.
What the fuck? Oh.
Okay.
They do smell like earwax and dirty gym socks and dirty gym locker room materials and things. And they do.
What?
Yeah, and I be like, what the what?
Right. Because
Girl, I did say they smell like pee though.
Don't even get into it.
Okay. No.
Okay, Crystal, we got off.
But, but we're single, ready to mingle, and y'all have fun. Y'all have a hot girl summer around the corner.
I mean, not anything, but you know.
Sorry for the
Alright. If they check the website.
Absolutely.
There we go.
I mean, you might find us.
Right.
Hey, you never know. You might
Triple the decker, honey.
Maybe. I'm a lot to handle.
And that's so period.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna hop in. Anthony. So tell us, what inspired you to create this show? This wonderful show.
Hey, let's just dive on in, I guess, honey.
Yes.
Well, what inspired me to create this show was myself, you know, because like I say, you know, honey, I can probably portray 1,000 people on the stage if I really wanted to, you know, but like I said, but I'm just, like I said, I'm a character, I'm full of personality. So, you know, like I said, a lot of people, you know, be telling me, you know, you should do this, you should do that, and so then, you know, I just decided that maybe it's that time. So, like I just said, you know, let me just start doing what I really want to do, you know, get these bags and stuff. So stay tuned.
So that was your vision.
Yeah, my vision, yeah, that's my vision. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Got a lot of stuff cooking up, so that's why I tell everybody just stay tuned.
So we and Bria, you were the executive producer. Okay. So how was it being the executive producer?
It was an interesting ride. I enjoyed myself. It's good. And, you know, I was
Girl, that editing and all that shit was good.
You know what I'm saying? I have fun in the editing process.
No, I like the last editing on the last one. It was real good. I think we come a lot
Mm-hmm.
a long way. Like, it's real
From the
good.
first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like each episode.
Yeah.
like,
Better
yeah.
than the-
Better
Yeah.
than the- you know, it's just like.
But that's with anything.
So was you initially always on board to be the executive producer?
I mean, when Anthony said that he wanted to do a show, I was just like, okay, well, whatever you need done to get the show done, I'm going to do it. I always will play around on the little phone, doing a little editing and stuff. Not too in depth, but, you know, I have a little skill. So I was like, you know, I got you. We're going to work. We're going to edit. I want to see
So outside of being the executive producer, who do you say you are to him?
Anthony's my best friend. It's like my brother. I don't have brothers.
How do you feel about this for you? Yeah, I'll be around. Yeah. Man.
You know,
That's
Like I always gonna say, hey, like I said, it's gonna take you for granted. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing now. But for real, like she said, you know, she said pretty much everything. You know, Bria's my best friend. Like I said, I asked her, did you know to be a part of something? You know, she always gotta be in control of something. There's gotta be in control. She forgot. She left that part out when she said to be in control of something, to do something. She left that out, honey. She left that part out.
If I was going to be on, I didn't want to do the show. I was not going to do reality TV. That's not what I wanted to do. But if I was going to be involved, I was like, well, how can I be involved in the way that I can be involved?
And to be controlling something. It couldn't just be, okay, it was, well, I want to do these, and then I could be a part of it. Ah. Very, like I said.
okay. So we're just gonna go around and everyone introduce what Anthony is to you. Ebony. Cause she
That's my cuz.
What's up?
what is Anthony to you? Who is Anthony to you?
That's my cuz. That's my friend. My brother.
That's my nigga.
That's my side.
Right.
Okay. For sure. Okay. For sure. For sure.
Miss Roy.
Hey, me and Anthony definitely cuz. I don't know. We are like, I don't know. Give another spot. I see myself in Anthony, and I'm sure Anthony sees like, I don't know. The exchange is kind of weird, but I love him. That's my nigga.
So let's just pause for a second and let's just talk about how everyone is connected. How did this whole thing
Anthony. That's the answer to the question.
I think
And then purpose. I mean, like for me, I think like for me, like I kind of like get sense when people mesh discernment. I kind of like get sense people can mesh well, or if it can just be a little slide, or a little slide somewhere.
no.
Okay, I do. No, but then it be people that they be having some bullshit ass reasons. That's the reason why they don't like the other person, and it be some dumb ass shit. It don't even really feel like that nigga, that bitch done fucked my baby daddy or something. And it ain't never nothing that deep, honey. Period.
we all went to school with each other. We all know each other. Everybody has a relationship with Anthony. I think, I mean, as you'll know, Stable and Berlin are sisters. Me, Robin, and Royce have known each other for years. We all went to elementary school with Anthony. And knew each other. Yeah, I was gonna say knew each other before we knew Anthony. Ebony went to school with us. We all met at school and stuff.
Bonding on different levels.
I would say so.
I know Anthony since 7th grade, so I mean, and then like as we're adults now, clearly that was like 12, 13 years ago. So now like being friends with him, I have, he introduced me to other people, even though I know we all went to school together, but they were very younger than me. Not that, but I'm just saying like, with me being friends with Anthony, that's how became to like hang out with him or whatever, just being at Anthony's house.
Yeah, like I said, once again, brings my point back.
Bring people together.
Yeah, that I know that can mesh well with each other because there's certain people who I just know that probably just ain't gonna fit each other.
And you still invite, and you still.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what, they're gonna show up for me, and they showing up for me, and you gonna show up for me, and you gonna show up for me. You here for me, you're not here because of that person. Right?
So far, none of Anthony's friends have rubbed me the wrong way. Because if they do, I would not be around. I don't play that shit.
Okay.
But so far, all of Anthony's friends have been good people.
Well, that's awesome. So, who would you say Anthony is to you? Really?
He's a friend. Like I said, I met him in 7th grade. Got on the bus with that name belt. Anthony on there. He's just been funny ever since I met him. And like throughout the years, we just always, some type of way, had like some form of communication, whether it was like amongst our other friends or something. We've always been in touch. So, yeah, he's a good friend to me and my family. I mean, he knows my family, he knows my kids, everything like that. So. call each other Bookie.
Bookie.
That's all.
Barely.
Right. Barely even by the name.
Okay, barely by the
Text
name,
message,
okay.
phone calls be like Bookie.
My Bookie, guess what?
Both
Okay.
of us. He text my phone Bookie. Just yesterday. Bookie, I had to hurry and go to bed.
Starbucks need to catch. Starbucks need to catch.
But yeah, that's my friend. That's my nigga. That's my homie who rides. We clowns. We be on the same page. Don't fuck with us.
Ready to party!
Ready for the shenanigans.
Ready for the shenanigans. Whether it's with a nigga, bitch, we ready for the shenanigans. You want to fight? What's up? Nah, but most of all, like I said, it's a good time. We try to have a good time.
Don't usually be no bullshit. So,
No, we ready for a
have
good time.
a good time.
Good time.
And that's what we usually do. Fun, that's
Yeah. Fun, good time. Everybody, like I said, people. Fun, good time. Everybody, like I said, people that I know that mess will have a good time. Cause like I said, I got some friends that I know that I can go and, I can just go sip some tequila. Then you got your friends you want to be like, okay, you want to be chill, relax.
You want to be out all night? Go hang with Boo.
Okay.
Go hang with Bookie.
Run around the town. We ain't got nowhere to go. Clubs is closed. We run around.
Fucking my
Get
picture,
fucked
girl.
up.
We got to get up this house, honey. It's
Right.
pandemic, honey.
That'd be your first time. We
Jesus.
gotta get up this house.
Yes.
Period.
Okay. Miss Robin. So, who is Anthony to you?
That's nephew.
I get it. I get her ass out of girl.
That's my boo. Anthony is shit. We linked in. That's my brother at this point.
Okay.
Shit. I call his mama mama. He call my mama mama.
Because when I came and got the stuff, she's like, but hey, son, what's up?
Shit, I just love him. I said, "Bye, no shit." At times I feel like you love him more than me.
Let's go into this season. Started with an episode called Who is Anthony? Take a quick look at a few clips.
I'll say cute.
Crazy, sexy, cool. That's it. That's all.
I would say loyal. I would say domineering. I would say strong.
I have a hard time understanding Anthony because if they don't know his backstory, a lot of people are, what's the word, misconstrued. People are hurt by friends, family, loved ones, no matter who it is. It can make you change the way who you are. It can make you more boisterous in who you are.
Tactful person. Nah, he really goes from what he believes in. So I mean, that's just how you feel. That's just how you feel.
Yeah. In situations, he can be.
Give me an example of a situation.
No. Yes. Yes. Sorry if that was too much. Yes, motherfucker, he is.
Honey. Anthony is life, full of personality, energetic. Honey, he don't play, honey. He don't take no shits either, honey, okay? But Anthony, most of all, he's an entertainer. And he's here to entertain and leave his mark. And that's for anybody, honey, okay? I don't care about nobody, honey, okay? I'm here.
But that's why I'm trying to drink a lot of water and drink a lot of fruit.
I ain't even really, nah. I'm tipsy. I'm tipsy, y'all. Feel real good.
What were your initial thoughts?
Some good, some bad. Some slided me a little bit, but like I said, I speak on that, but like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like everybody pretty much hit it right on, there wasn't nothing that I would say that anybody was in line on or, was throwing any shade on, besides one person, but like I said, we'll get into that later.
So, no, wait. Because I might forget, like
I said, it was a certain person on there that had thought that, honey, that I'm going to be putting on some auto-tune on my music, honey. And then for number one, is I don't do auto-tune. For number two, I'm going to deliver vocals. So what I did was I went in there and sang, and then that was that. He said it was too much tune for him, and I said tune. Oh, okay. You mean auto tune? Oh, okay. That clearly meant auto tune. Too much tune. I think he was a little nervous in the interview room, so that's probably what it was. But like I said, it is what it is.
Do you think he was taking a shot at you?
But I think it was more. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was definitely like a shot, but I think it was more. Yeah, it was kind of like a shot, but I was just kind of like more so like you could have said that to me, you know.
Yeah, we can most definitely say.
Can we say names?
Because
the question.
What's tuned to me is bullshit, and that's what your cousin do. Okay.
So I take it that you took that as shade.
Period. I took it as some shade. I took it as being very vindictive, and I took it as somebody else probably told you that because number one, you said too much tune. If you was musically inclined, you would have said audio too. It was too much audio for me. But if you would have knew what audio was, you would have. If you was musically inclined, you would have said auto tune. But you said audio. So with that being stated, that lets you know that somebody else said that to you, and you just just relate the message. But at the end of the day, like I said, that's bullshit to me. And I feel like anybody that besides people that use it for the other stuff, auto tune is bullshit. And like I said, at the end of the day, bullshit is to me, and that's what your cousin do. Like I said, I sing about a nigga, I don't sing about bitches, and I can't land up with a nigga.
So that's to be clear.
And I don't.
Anthony does not use auto tune.
Which angle is mine? Period. I don't do auto tune, and I don't sing to females because I don't date females.
And he said what he.
Like I said, I ain't gonna keep on dealing with people that keep sliding me because then when I throw my shade, it's it's like you ain't have to say that. You ain't even have to say that, Anthony. But you have to do what you did.
So you said William. Was this someone who was close?
Very close to me. Like I said, I call him. He's my. Yeah, like I said, for the ones that ain't seen, for the ones that need to watch episode 1, and y'all will definitely know what's going on. And like I said, that was some very much so shade to me. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like I said, I'm gonna stand on when anybody tell me, like Sable said in the episode. Who said that? But I was just confused too. That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand. Like, where'd you get that from?
Are we going to next question?
Yes.
Okay, so the first is this interview? The first episode of time?
Episode 1.
Oh
Oh, okay.
Oh my God!
We're gonna move on.
That was the point. She was okay.
And I love it, but
Okay.
it's a good shit.
And it was a good question. But we're gonna move on to episode 2. Episode 2, always Anthony. So Anthony has always been popular, but with popularity also comes hate. In this episode, Anthony is experiencing a couple of issues with a few friends. Let's take a look at these clips from episode 2, and always Anthony.
We out here. Okay.
I made that clear earlier.
Shut the fuck up.
I made that clear earlier. Their work is a crybaby.
Listen.
We all might be a little crybaby.
All locked, because of basically they said something, you said something, you own up to what you said, but it's like they not owning up to what they said and keep on making it like as if like you're wrong and they're right.
A mutual friend that Anthony and her, I think he needs to just let it go, honestly. And I've told him that, to just let it go.
See, I'll feed you to the scavengers. Period.
Like go, yeah, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold.
Big Zaddy.
You are so embarrassing. Okay.
Huh?
Big Zaddy. He's more uncomfortable with it. That's why when we even got.
You beat him up, Anthony.
I told y'all that I wanted y'all to talk. Who? But you wanted to talk with him or Will? Because the same thing that he does, what did he say? Y'all do the same thing. Y'all want to talk.
I ain't have no problem with it. I want to tell you what I want to tell you in your face. I don't want to go through nobody else.
Aggressive.
Let me explain how I feel. And that's what people misunderstand me at, because y'all don't let me explain how I feel. It didn't have to lead to an altercation. But how I bring it about, yeah, that might have been played a part as to how it leads to an altercation. It's how I deliver it.
Great. And I'm wondering what the hell is going on right now.
What was really going through my mind was you, man.
That's really what led up to the conversation.
No,
all in the middle of
nothing to do with Will. I mean, it's too damaged because if
he already done bumped.
If
period.
So Anthony, explain the falling out with you and your ex-friend that you were referring to at the beginning of the episode.
We're no longer friends. I don't care about the friendship. Do I want the friendship? Absolutely not. Because I feel like at the end of the day, I want something different. I have voids that sometimes need to be filled, but maybe so I'm just gonna move on.
So how long were you friends with this person?
Girl, about 2 months. No, I'm just playing. About 3 years. But the thing about it is that, like, when you are, I don't know, like, it's just that, like, at the end of the day, I know that sometimes I can be too much for people, but you can tell me that I'm a little too much for you, and then at the end of the day, I'm gonna probably tell you fuck you, or not myself. But first, I'm gonna probably say fuck you. And then secondly, I'm like,
I'm talking about them.
Oh,
I'm gonna say remove yourself.
Or remove yourself, period. You should have removed yourself at the end of the day, but don't sit around and harbor over things that I've said back in the day that you want to bring to the light now. Because if I'm going to call you a trashy bitch, I'm just going to say you're trashy.
Oh, let me stop right there. Huh? No, I'm
okay.
Just speaking in general. Like, you know, like sometimes, you know, Anthony is a little much. We're gone. You know, I mean, everybody, come on, y'all, we're not gonna lie. He is, but sometimes, you know, as a friend, you need to have a conversation with Anthony, period, point blank. You know, I feel like if you can't talk to someone as a friend, then maybe that's just not your friend. Exactly. You should be able to tell somebody how you feel, regardless of, if I'm not saying, like, it's a certain way to say it to them, but just, you know, talk to your friend, period. Period. Exactly, because if that's really your friend, you're going to talk to your friend. Sorry, if it ain't, then you don't really care about this friendship.
But it's also you have to have.
But that's true. But I'm saying like you could talk to them, but it's a way you could talk to them, respect them and stuff. You ain't got to come in.
Right. There has to be a mutual thing.
Right.
Not everybody is wrong or not everybody's right.
Right.
When you get to know yourself, that's how you learn that. That's not something you off the end know.
Right.
Is anyone else on the stage familiar with the issues that led to the falling out between the two?
Yes. I feel like both parties was wrong. He was out of pocket. This other individual was out of pocket. Some things that were said should have never been said. I feel like as a friend, some certain boundaries you should not cross. And that was crossed. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you're a friend, you should be able to talk to your friend. If not, I mean, if something was bothering this other party or Anthony, they should have been able to talk about it. I mean, here we are, all this time later and still nothing. So some situations is better just to be left alone. Quit putting energy. I'm not only talking about him. I'm talking about in general. Even though, stop just putting energy into things that no longer serve your purpose. I mean, some people are not meant to be your friends or just for a period of time. Move on. That's just what it is.
So with the situation for me, I feel the same thing for Lynn is feeling. But because of the situation, I feel like how it came about, Anthony should have been left alone. Because can't nobody call me their friend and sit around amongst other friends and kiki and laugh and say Sable ain't really doing what she say she doing. Because you're not my friend. You know what I'm saying? And right then and there, I'm going to cuss you out. I'm going to lay it out what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm going to remove myself at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit up here and do all this stuff. But when you are invested with people and they really have done genuine things, because this other friend was a genuine friend to Anthony by what we seen. And that's probably why he was so hurt by it and confused by it, because she was doing things that only real friends would do. Am I lying? So I'm not going out of my way for somebody that I don't claim as a friend. That's just not what I'm doing. You're not coming in my house, you're not being around my family, and you're showing the fuck ain't being around my kids if I don't fuck with you on that level. So to hear stuff about you being said, I understand why he invested so much time, but at the same time, I just wish you would have let it go and seen people for who they are. You know, you gave yourself to them and thought it was genuine. It wasn't. It's definitely a slap in the face. Let the motherfuckers have it and move on.
And me moving forward, Anthony's my friend. This other party is my friend. Just don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Whatever was even being discussed that summer, I was at home. They was being hot in the summer. I wasn't. So whatever they had going on, I know that
for real.
No, for real. So, you know, I'm going to be friends with both parties. Just let's not discuss the situation. Let's not discuss this
Over here about that. We over here. We're gonna have to discuss. We don't need to discuss about this. Don't need to discuss about that because at the end of the day, they was both wrong.
Right.
For initially, who was wrong? The other party. The other two. Not just one. It was two of them.
Yeah. I'm
the
just
other
saying
two. They was wrong. They was wrong, and they should have said something about the situation. They said if you had a problem or you felt the way, you should just bring it to his attention. That's it. That's all. Why talk about somebody? We ain't high school no more. Because if I got a problem with you for one, if I don't like you and I don't fuck with you, I'm probably not even gonna tell you. I'm probably just gonna dismiss myself and you ain't gonna never see or hear from me again.
And they be like, hey, and I'm
right. But people ain't, everybody ain't cut from the same cloth. Everybody ain't raised the same way. Everybody don't look at loyalties the same way. Right. Everybody don't look at friends the same way. They try to act like a friend, but they really not a friend. They just connive.
Come on.
So that's why you gotta watch the company you keep.
When you fall out and you see somebody true colors.
For who they really are, yeah.
But not only that though, like, you know, to give us a summary of whatnot, I just felt like I said at the end of the day, I'm a type of friend that for number one, I don't really got time to be hung up on what the fuck you tell me.
Period. I'm gonna take what you
too
say.
much going on in my own personal life to be worried about what the fuck you tell me.
Really
if you're not hurting, if you're not on your deathbed, you're not dying, you don't got, certain anything that you need some dying help from me. Really personally, I'm not gonna be hung up over what you tell me or be worried about what you say.
The reality of
that's it.
It was really funny.
If
it was trying to be
exactly.
funny.
If it was out of a place of concern, that would have been a different conversation on a whole different day. But that day, that was not because of a place of concern.
It wasn't. And like I said, that's what I say. Like when you cross me, I'm just gonna have to start and say that I'm trying to be a better person, but we get to that later. But like I said, that sometimes when you cross me, and then sometimes it's me being human, I'm gonna double fuck you. I'm gonna double fuck you, okay? I'm gonna do more than what you did to me. Period. Because at the end of the day, I'm just being human, like I said, but I'm working on it.
It's that pettiness.
I love hard. And when you fuck me over, okay, you shouldn't have never did that. Because at the end of the day, buddy, yeah.
But see, you're working on it. You're acknowledging this. And
absolutely.
There you go. That's
getting out of denial.
That's wonderful.
Getting out of denial about what the fuck I've been doing, and everybody always trying to tell me, oh, you this and that. Fuck you, okay? Because at the end of the day, I really ain't that bad of a person. But like I said, I gotta go hard. I really have to go hard. And I think sometimes people see that and they misabuse that part of me. But more than likely, you will be like, okay, I'm gonna do this to Anthony whether or not, but he gonna still forgive me, or he gonna still just, take me back because that's his heart. Fuck you. At the end of the day,
anybody.
And that's my issue that I'm not doing anymore. At the end of the day, that's where I fuck myself.
Anthony, you're known for the stragglers.
I'm always helping to help.
I wouldn't say that.
If you ain't my good friend, if you're not my good friends, period, y'all, you help.
Grabbing somebody extra like.
Always.
Who is this, Anthony? Why would you help? Who
want to be the
who you helping?
I said
help. Right. Thank you.
Right.
Who you always helping? If ain't my friend,
I feel
That's
like
what it boiled down to.
it has to be on Anthony's time. It's never just the dispute. When Anthony's ready for it to be done, it'll be done. That's just Anthony. Like everybody here knows that him as a friend, you gotta let him have it.
I mean, because it really is Anthony's time. Period. If you catch me with the
Right.
Okay.
So can someone explain all we're doing over Royce's house that afternoon?
Drinking, chilling, talking.
Don't even play.
We're top because she know what we was doing that day. We was over her house doing what we normally do when we get together in the summertime is drink, do what we like to do, smoke a little hookah, talk, and chill out. And that's how the day started.
After drinks, do you remember? I don't think you even recall anything.
I do. I drank a whole bottle of wine that day.
You
I
tipped it.
do.
You chucked it.
What you say on the camera, y'all? Bread had my soul on. Okay?
I love it.
Let's get it.
I tried to explain the episode, maybe everybody didn't get it. We were drinking, sitting down, chilling.
Facts.
True. The question was asked, where was someone else who might have been with Anthony?
Okay, this person, we can't discuss the name.
Yeah, I was
said because we all grew up together.
Used to seeing them around.
Yeah.
So like, dang, where they? So y'all still not, what's going on? Where y'all?
Because I am the one. First of all, I don't have very female friends, so these two males that I grew up with are going to be asked about constantly anyway. Because it wasn't like they was in and out; they were like literally like a female friend towards me, but they were males. So it was really a concern of where's this person at, and so whoop, you know, when you flick that switch on Anthony, that motherfucker that thing does not come off until he's ready. So when that question was asked, it was time to spill the tea.
So it wasn't like something that was like planned out throughout the day. It was something that like literally just came a part of conversation. We were doing what we were already doing for the day. So when the person was called, I thought that the person was going to know that Anthony was there.
Just so everyone's clear, Peanut is the person.
Yeah.
The person is Peanut.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I thought he was going to know that Anthony was there. She is. I thought he was going to know Anthony was there because I hopped on the phone and was like, hey. Like, I don't think that was showed on the video, but I got the footage. And I was like, hey. And he was like, hey. And I was like, oh, because he actually he was hesitant to speak to me. And he was like, I was like, I don't do that. We all known each other for whatever. And so you don't got to.
But it was addressed in the beginning. All of your old friends are over here.
Yeah,
that was very addressed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was.
That said it is not malicious.
They could have.
Fuck that. Wasn't nobody turning around. Y'all want to do, like I just said, you want to say this? That's what I'm saying. Sit the fuck down. Forced a little bit.
Forced them.
Did you hold a gun to it?
I hold a gun, but I just feel like the friend that I am to Anthony, we gonna keep this shit all out on the table. I don't care what words come out, because you don't give a damn what come out of your mouth. I just felt like I'm tired of hearing you motherfuckers talk about each other. Right. So we gonna sit right here, and ain't nobody throwing no blows, because it's my shit. Because if the police get caught, this is still my shit. Right. But we gonna talk. I'm not gonna put nobody. First of all, I still consider them both, and not both. Let me just say, I considered both of them at the time like cousins. I don't do the friends. I do the family or nothing. That's just me. It's all or nothing with me. So it kind of hurt my feelings. I really want to know why y'all not being cool, because y'all both in the gay community. I knew both of them before they even came out. So it was a little bit more personal. That's where my situation, where I don't want nobody thinking I was mad. That was really what I wanted to close. That was very hurtful for them. First of all, they didn't become friends because of me. They became friends because of an outside person, which I'm gonna not be negative. I feel like it was not genuine. So if I would have introduced them together, it would have been genuine.
Right.
So like, I look like the bad person because the bad person is in the back acting like a pussy. So excuse my language, that's how I feel about that. I'm not gonna do none of that sugarcoat shit. I've been knowing this man before he even felt like he could be this Anthony right here with these feathers on. He looks amazing, and that's just how I feel about it, and him too.
So Anthony, why did you decide to sit down with Peanut?
I mean, like Royce said, to be honest, I'm tired of you talking about me. Because I don't talk about him. I don't speak about him. Like, the only time that I will speak about Peanut is when I'm like really honestly, because at the end of the motherfucking day, I know that we share two mutual friends. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm gonna figure out what's going on, because that's just fucking me. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna say, you still, you vibing with such and such, and they like, yeah, we still talking. That's me. But at the end of the day, I don't knock no friendships, but at the end of the day, he always been a person that has always tried to make it seem like either you're going to pick me or Anthony. And that's fucked up to me. Because at the end of the day, that lets me know that you're very envious of me. Because at the end of the day, you can't have me around. Because you get a little stirred up. I feel like if I can walk in the room, and I can just sit there and not even think about you. I do that very well. Not sit there and not show anybody any attention in the room. And then they just be so mad because they're not paying no attention. They get to probably over-talking me. Want me to say, hey, how you doing, honey? But at the end of the day, I just don't have time for that. So I chose to sit down because I want to hash it out, because it was a whole year later that I beat your ass on national television Because Facebook was national television. And then, not only on top of that, Ebony was there too. So Ebony know what was going on, okay? They all said that was a little younger Anthony, you would have got a little bit more damage. Okay, 26 here. First of all, I see her fighting at 26, period. Okay. But anyway, like I said the other day, I told Sam because it was a whole year later, and you, not me, you have continued to want to go back and forth with either Will or with Royce about me and my presence. Okay? So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this only. Fuck you. I moved on from all of them. I don't care about Valerie. I don't care about Peanut. George, you know, we're going to always kind of have this little tit-for-tat relationship that we do. It's getting kind of boring.
I love y'all, though. I love George.
I love George, too. We love George. But no, I love George, but like I said, the tit-for-tat going back and forth, it's getting kind of boring.
So, do you think that anything was accomplished by you sitting down and having that conversation with Peanut that day?
Absolutely not, because when he stepped in the door, you know, the first thing he said, because I'm tempted to walk the MF away. And when I sat there and I said, honey, do what you want to do. But you know what happened? Here go Thelma and Louise. What they gonna want to do is they gonna want to run outside after the little broke bum, and they want to sit there and they want to say something. Well, he felt first. You know what he said? He acted like little boy cry wolf, and want to sit there and say we ganged up on him. But at the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, if you see Bridge, 9 out of 10 you're gonna see me. You see. If you definitely see Royce and Bria together, you definitely probably gonna see me 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, like, so you had something that Anthony was different. Like I said, he likes to play victim, and I don't deal with victims too much. Because at the end of the day, we all suspects sometimes.
So it was not a setup.
It wasn't a setup. I don't think it was set up. I think what he really wanted for me to get up and say was, "I'm here." I think he was looking for that because, like I said, he likes attention. Like I said, but in the wrong attention in the wrong way. Not attention. It was not good. There was no good attention about that because you stood at the door like
it was straight up.
I don't gotta say nobody yet because I could just round 2 can go down right now at the crib.
I literally was sitting like literally how it was. Like the door was right there, and I'm literally on the couch, and the door is right there.
Well, it's safe to say that situation is dead.
Dead as a doorknob. She's under the house. She's under the house.
It's always real.
So 3, understanding friends and yourself. In understanding friends and yourself, Anthony and Ebony decide that it is a great idea to travel to Chicago in the middle of a pandemic. And while they were there, they discussed some pressing girl problems Ebony was having. Let's take a look.
Ebony got us in goddamn Chinatown. We ain't even supposed to be in Chinatown, ho. Got us in Chinatown. It's cute or whatever.
Singing, songwriting, acting, modeling, honey, sport around it. That's what I said, so that's another reason why I'm ready to go there too. So you were saying you heard it with the old double whammy, right? And what? And she said what she said.
She said, and I said, all right, keep it. I've been doing business.
Y'all be, but you a Leo, and I'm next with my ex is Leo, and he's Leo, and I just don't understand why do y'all have to feel like if y'all say it's not talking, but we feel like we talking. Honey, look, listen. For number one, Leo, honey, because I've dated a Leo, currently seeing the Leo, hunty.
I was a little bitch though, I've been messing with. I was talking to her best friend back in the day, but I didn't know that was her best friend.
So, Evan, you can play on it.
Showed you how loyalty should just be just. I loved you when you said you couldn't love.
What you doing?
About to go get some waxes.
You about to go get a wax?
I've been here. I decided to take a little break. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's it.
It's annoying sometimes. Like, it's alright to be tending with your nigga, but you tend to hoes.
That's what I've always said to him. I've never given you said anything bad. It's always been, bro, chill out on that. We're not on that right now. Like, you're on that.
That's why I like, fuck it. Y'all can't be cool over no hoe, then y'all don't need to be cool. Shit, that's such a friend.
And that's what and that's the same thing I had to tell. That same thing I told Will.
Birthday, dear Chelsea. Happy birthday to you. Girl, bye. Bitch, we out here. Say something.
First things first. What made y'all travel to Chicago in the middle of the pandemic?
I can say for me. Some adult things needed to have happened. Okay. I needed to go down there and get some adult things. And I needed to go. I needed to go. That's the closest thing to me. So I need to go down there and get some adult things. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and be called to see what Cuz doing. Because all these other bitches on the stage always fucking busy. They ain't
I'm there.
You don't mind me.
Yes,
Get
let's
back
hear it.
over. Is that so? Me and Ebony decided to, I see what Cuz was doing that day. Like I said, some of those other bitches on the stage wanted to go. So with that being stated,
cut off at the time.
real bad. So like I was saying, she definitely was still around. So like I said, because it was June. Anywho, so like I said, so me and Ebony, wanted to go down there and get some adult things and whatnot, sports things, what's going on. So meanwhile, we eat some things, honey, and man, it just led to one thing to another, honey. I just had a couple questions for Ebony because it was just a lot going on that day. The phone kept ringing, honey. I said, Ebony, what's going on, Ebony? And she's talking about right. So therefore, like I just sat there and said, as the viewer saying, I said what I said, didn't I? I said that. I said at the end of the day, I just feel that I don't know about now presently, but at the time, I said I feel that maybe they could work it out. Between her and Champagne, maybe they could work it out.
At the time,
maybe they could work it out. I said at the time, Royce. I said at the time, maybe they could work it out. Maybe figure out what's going on. Because I feel like at the end of the day, when you break up, it's fresh. Yeah. I think we all on this stage can contest about breaking up and freshness. You know what I'm saying? So like it be fresh. So I just feel like that sometimes we speak out of anger, and we not really fully owe the person, but we speak out of anger. So I just felt like that's kind of what Ebony was doing. So I wanted to reassure that, are you hearing yourself? So, she was hearing herself.
So, how do you feel about that, Ebony? What's your status now? Are you single?
I'm single.
Are you single?
I ain't single.
Oh.
I knew
She said she's
I
single
knew
with
it.
a girlfriend like.
Are you single?
I ain't single, bro.
Oh.
I knew
She
it.
said she's
I
single
knew
with a
it.
girlfriend like Chris Brown.
All right, now everyone, we'll see you all next week for our part 2 of For the Life of Anthony.